So welcome students. In this question, you're given a series of statements, given 4 statements. You're asked to check the validity of the statements. So let us look at the first statement. The vertex is the midpoint of focus and the foot of the directrix of a parabola. So if you take a parabola, y square is equal to 4x. So you have the focus as a comma 0 and the directrix as x is equal to minus a. So what is the foot of the directrix? It is minus a comma 0. So what is the midpoint of the focus and the foot of the directrix? That will be 0 comma 0, which is nothing but the vertex of the parabola. So vertex is always the midpoint of the focus and the foot of the directrix. The first statement is true. So if you take the second statement, so it's given that, so you have 2 points on the parabola with parameters t1 and t2. Now the normals drawn at p and q will be perpendicular if t1 t2 is equal to minus 1. So the second statement is, if t1 t2 is equal to minus 1, the normals drawn at these 2 points will be perpendicular to each other. So again, this statement is true because if you have a point t1, the slope of normal at point t1 is minus t1 and the slope of normal at t2 is minus t2. And what is the product of the slopes? The product of the slopes is t1 t2. So if this is equal to minus 1, obviously these two will be perpendicular to each other. So the second statement is also true. So if you go to the third statement, no tangent to y square is equal to 4x is parallel to x-axis. So if you take any point P whose parameter is t, the slope of the tangent is given by 1 by t. Slope of the tangent is 1 by t. So obviously this cannot be equal to 0. If 1 by t has to be 0, t has to be infinity. So there is no finite point where 1 by t is equal to 0. That means there is no point where the tangent is parallel to x-axis. So the third statement is also true. So if we go to the fourth statement, at most 2 normals can be drawn to parabola from any point. This is obviously wrong. We have a general statement regarding normals that a maximum of 3 normals can be drawn from any point, from a point to the parabola, because you get a cubic equation if you solve the equation. So at most 2 normals can be drawn to parabola from any point is wrong. That is, the right statement is at most 3 normals can be drawn. So you can go up to 3 normals, not more than that. So the fourth statement is wrong. So that's how we check the validity of the statements. Thank you.